Hello everyone. In this mini lesson today, we will be talking about triangles. What defines a triangle, different types of triangles, and where you can find triangles in everyday life. First off, what is the definition of a triangle? A triangle is a closed figure that has three sides. Later on in this mini lesson, I will have an assessment to test you on your knowledge of the definition of a triangle and identifying some different types of triangles. First triangle I want to teach about today is a right triangle. So what is a right triangle? A right triangle is a triangle with one 90-degree edge and two other angles that are less than 90 degrees. As you can see in this example, there's a little box here in the left-hand corner. This box symbolizes that this triangle is a 90-degree triangle, or a right triangle. Without this little box, a person cannot tell if this is a right triangle or not. The next triangle I want to talk about is an obtuse triangle. An obtuse triangle is a triangle with one angle that is greater than 90 degrees, and the other two angles are less than 90 degrees. So in this example, we have one angle here that is 110 degrees, which is the largest angle that is over 90 degrees. The remaining two angles are 50 degrees and 20 degrees. Both those angles are going to be less than 90 degrees. The third triangle I want to talk to you about today is an acute triangle. Now, an acute triangle is a special triangle. It is a triangle that has all angles at less than 90 degrees. As you can see in this example, we have one angle that's 50 degrees, one angle that is 70 degrees, and one angle that is 60 degrees. Nowhere in this triangle is an angle with 90 degrees or higher. And finally, we will be talking about an equilateral triangle. Now, an equilateral triangle is another special triangle. It has all the same angle measures, and if you're measuring sides, all the same sides. So in this example, what we have here is a triangle with three equal angles. All these angles are 60 degrees here. And these lines here signify that all the sides are going to be the same as well. So that was our mini lesson on the triangles, and I have my assessment here for you. Now this assessment, what your job is to find which figure is a triangle. So there are actually multiple figures in this example that are triangles. So we are just going to try and figure out which figures are triangles. Now looking at these triangles, I can see that this figure right here is definitely not a closed figure, and that this figure is a closed figure but it does not have three sides. Same with these two. These have multiple sides. So I'm thinking that number 1, number 6, and number 4 are triangles. Let's find out our answers, and then I will explain to you also what types of triangles these are. Look at that, I was right. In this first one, I see here it could be a right triangle, but I'm not exactly sure because it doesn't have the little box there. In number 6, this to me looks like an equilateral triangle. All the angles look the same. It doesn't look like an obtuse triangle, but it definitely is a triangle. And in number 4, I think this one looks like an acute angle because 1, we do not have the almost 90-degree edge here, and 2, all the angles are very, very small. Now, our last step in this lesson is to talk about different places you could find triangles all around you in your area or community. Now, some fun examples I could think of were a wedge of cheese, a slice of pizza, or even things as simple as construction signs. Now that was my lesson on triangles, and I hope that everyone who's watching this took away something today. Thank you.